Hi guys, welcome to another film review. This time we're going to be looking at a film called Brad's Status, which is out in cinemas now. Aware of Mike White as well as a writer. Of course he's written School of Rock and Nacho Libre, two great Jack Black films there. And of course he also has a cameo in School of Rock as well. So that's kind of where I've heard of his name from before, and I saw that he'd written and directed this one and heard really good reviews about it so far. It's about a guy called Brad, of course, who's played by Ben Stiller, and his son is just about to embark on a new chapter in his life, going to college, and they go on a road trip basically to the colleges he's going to try out on. And that's kind of the basis of the story, but mostly it's a very deep kind of character study, and it focuses a lot on Brad's anxieties, how highly strung he is about his status, as the title suggests. And his son, Troy, played by Austin Abrams, and I think he's fantastic in this film as well. It focuses a lot on his worries and anxieties here and there as well. But it's very much a linear narrative following from Brad's perception, really, and it's really from his focus on the world. It's got remarkable performances by everyone involved, including Jenna Fischer playing Melanie, who is Brad's wife in the film, and she's really wonderful in it. And if you've seen her in stuff like the American series of The Office, she's wonderful in that as well. So it's nice to see her on the screen again in something. Really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely worth going to see. It's a film that I think your patience might be tested at points in the film, because the character of Brad, you could see him as a bit self-absorbed, and his focuses are on stuff that shouldn't really matter from the outside looking in. However, at the same time, Ben Stiller plays him with such a tenderness, and it's Ben Stiller's best performance today. I think he's amazing in the film, and it's really emotional in points as well as being pretty funny and comic. There was a point halfway through the film when I was just about to lose sympathy for his character, but I think the whole film is a really, as it says on the poster, it's a satire really about that sort of perception of the world, wondering what others think about our status, and we haven't lived to our full potential. Brad is a character that really does obsess over that, but at the same time you kind of want him to get over that worry. I think that's what Ben Stiller does very well. You do understand him, and I think the narrative helps. He narrates a lot of the film as well, which I think the writing by Mike White is really, that's when it really kicks in here in the narration of the film, and I think you do kind of understand his inner workings while also wanting him to try and see the bigger picture and get over his anxieties. Going with an open mind, and you'll come out the other end feeling really good about it. There's some really wonderful scenes. There's a scene between Brad's character and Michael Sheen's character, Craig. There's a dinner scene shared between the two of them quite towards the end of the film that's actually quite touching and really engaging, and I was engaged throughout pretty much the whole film. I think it did a really decent job. I liked the end, the final message of the film, which was being able to love something without possessing it, and that's quoted directly from the film, like he does saying you can actually love something without possessing it, and he falls in love with the world again. Throughout the film you kind of want him to be grateful and kind of realise what he's got. He's got a beautiful, very kind wife, a wonderful son who's going on to do great things, and just a wonderful family life, and that's kind of what matters really. And instead he does focus a lot on wanting to be on top of the world again, like in his childhood, and how well his college friends are doing. And it's got some really great messages though, because it is a satire, and that it looks on that, but then it doesn't agree with that perception. Like, it's very much, no, be grateful what you have, and life's wonderful. That's basically the message of the film, and I think you've got to honour it for that, really. For some viewers, your patience might be tested. In some ways, the film did remind me of Greenberg, which also starred Ben Stiller in the title role, written and directed by Noah Baumbach. And I kind of liked that film. I thought it was a decent film. I do think your sympathies for the main character are tested quite hard in that film, but I think Brad Status is a much warmer and more enjoyable film, actually. So I'd give Brad Status 3.5 stars out of 5. Really good viewing. Thank you for watching, guys. What did you think of the film? Are you interested in seeing the film? Let me know what you think in the comments below.